Today I'm going to be going through a day in the life of a professional esports coach, or semi-pro. I'm going to cover the kind of things that I get up to day to day. I'm going to show you behind the scenes, talks that I've got with my players, talks with other coaches, one-on-one coaching, and just the bits of really high value that I found in my day-to-day work. I'm going to try and show as much as I can without giving away too much that will affect the competitive integrity of my team. I'm just trying to get an idea for what vlog content feels like, so please feel free to drop your comments and ideas in the comment section below. In my next bootcamp, I plan on doing something like this every single day, so I want to hear all of your thoughts and advice so I can produce the highest quality content possible. Please enjoy. I'm probably going to combine the last day and today into one vlog because there's a lot more interesting stuff to do and we can really focus on the things that are most interesting. So I'm now just about to head off to the gym, having my protein shake. Then we've got a prep for discussions later. We're going to plan for team stuff. I think a lot of the stuff that we're planning today will make sense if you see what happened yesterday. So first thing today is a meeting with my IGL, Beliax. So we've got that first. Then we're meeting with my performance coach, Chris. I think that's going to be a good one. They're always good meetings for me. Coach and mentor, really great guy. Can't recommend him anymore. Get on with some work in the meantime between then and then. We've got another one-on-one with another player I wanted in the evening. So that's what the day looks like today. Catch you in between those sessions. Morning, Belly.
How are you doing?
Good. Did you have presumably you didn't have a chance to look at the notes that Kantok sent.
No, I didn't.
Maybe it's worth looking at these initially.
Look at those at start and then?
Well, just to kind of have it framed, I think is helpful, you know?
Okay.
This isn't necessarily what I had in mind, but I think that right now this is what we should use the sessions for, is to focus on calling strategy.
What you had in mind?
Well, I didn't necessarily have this in mind, right? I did want to talk about leadership and those kind of things, right? But yeah. I don't think that's the most important thing right now. You know, we've only got so much time, so we have to prioritize. I think this is just about thinking about how we can structure our attacking halves, right? And hopefully this has kind of brought your awareness back up.
Yeah.
As to our approach, right? Or how I think we should approach attack. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm more than happy to if you have ideas, I want you to bring them, right? Like, if you think that anything I say is wrong, then please say it, right? Mm-hmm. We can have those discussions because we're playing the way that you want to play the game, right? You're the one in the game leading the team. I can only tell you what I think is right.
What I thought about is for the calling the tempo, right?
Yeah.
So everyone would be on the same page. I thought of 3 keywords, like slow. That means we execute on 30 seconds left. Moderate, which would be what we call now slow, that we execute on 1 minute to 1 minute 10 left.
Yeah.
And then fast is instantly, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then would maybe people will understand better.
I think that would be helpful for you, right? Like I said, I think you should come up with these keywords if they help you, because if they help you, they will help the team.
Yeah, okay.
So we just finished up with Beliax. That was a really, really good meeting. Really helpful. I think we talked about some really great stuff and we're going to make some great progress with the team, setting a great foundation for the next year. Got a couple of minutes to grab a drink and then I'm on to my meeting with Chris. Yeah, so I'll keep on recording all of them just so we've got we're going to have a huge bank of recordings that maybe we're never going to look at again. But
you will. I always end up rethinking the things I'm saying anyway and going would I really do that? But anyway, I'll leave that to you.
Yeah. But I've always focused so much on comms and never really worried that much about the game so much, because if you get the comms right, half the time the game fixes itself. Because people just start playing together, right? I mean, it's a game about playing together. If you can't play together, then you're fucked, and that's all about comms.
Yeah. No, comms is definitely very, very high on the list. But I would probably go with, again, everything is a reflection of the person. So therefore, even comms are. When you're training a team, what's your set of topics in a row?
Yeah.
What do they need to understand first, second, third?
Comms are always my number one. That's interesting. Comms have been my number one for a long time.
Yeah, but you've also known the team for a long time.
No, I mean, most teams I go to, fundamentally, I focus on the comms generally.
Comms are a reflection of a state of being. Always are. State of mind at a given time. Right? So ultimately, I agree with you. Major topic. But ultimately, as well, it's the player communicating. So what's going on with the player that they are communicating well or poorly at any given time? Everything that moves things forward, right? Like if you say one good conversation moves it forward, one idea planted moves it forward. They are the tiniest things. Just keep planting the seeds that can grow, right? Can grow. Not will, not must, not anything like that. All good seeds. Yeah. All have potential. Potential is what I love. It's the beauty of what can be. Yep. All right, mate. You have a good one.
You have a great Christmas, Chris. Thank you so much as always.
And I'll
speak to you soon. Cheers. Just finished up with Chris. Another really good meeting. Really got a lot out of that. And I hope you kind of enjoyed the highlights there. Really great messages. Things that anyone can apply. So really trying to bring the value in this vlog, right? Share the stuff that I'm learning as well, and not keep it all behind closed doors, like I think a lot of people are doing in esports. So take a break now, and then we'll be back in a little bit with Wanted in our one-on-one. But look, we're going to get back to it, and I'm going to work with Belly on this, and we're going to talk about it, right?
It's also not only on Belly, right? It's not only his calling. It's like,
no, I think we need to, like, the reason I shared the one-on-one is because everyone needs to know the shit that I've said to him.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just him. We all need to understand it. And again, like I said, I want to go back to, how do we play attack? How do we play defense? Do we all agree that this is how it should be played? These are the things that matter in that kind of round, right? And persuade everyone that this should be the way that we should think about the game.
Mm-hmm.
And work on that to create our own kind of vision. Vision, idea, manifestation of what that is, how we play the game.
Yep.
But like you say, we need to go back to it. We need a fresh start, right? So I want to go a little off-piste with you, Wanted, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Tell me about your childhood. Good morning. So it is Monday the 18th of December. I am just off to the gym. Yesterday was interesting. I hope you enjoyed the kind of speed through yesterday and the kind of highlights. Yeah, it's new, and I hope there's lots of value in it, right? I hope that people can find value in these things. That's really what this is for. It's to help other people that are, in the same place or just kind of one step behind. Because there's just so little of this stuff out there, right? I think people are so cagey about what they're doing, about what their thought process is. Just generally in esports, there's a real issue with us kind of sharing information with each other, and it's keeping us all down. It's really keeping us all down in a way that, of course, doesn't compromise our competitive advantage. So yesterday was good. Really established that I think the team needs a fresh start for next season. Sometimes going back to the basics, it's important. It's a reminder. We remember what we know, and we go back to kind of approaching things from first principles, from why. You know, we get away from just like scripting what we're doing, which I think is a really bad approach generally when it comes to esports, Valorant in general. If you try and script things too much, then you're going to make a lot of bad decisions, or you're not going to be able to improvise when the opponents do something different. I think anyone can really relate to this. Find a mentor, find someone that can teach you and coach you, you know, and that's invested in you, or seems to be invested in you. It makes the world of difference. You know, people like me, other esports coaches out there, are more than happy to sit and talk to people. You know, I mean, one person messaging me in, I don't know, a month, maybe on average. It's very, very infrequently, you know. And probably most people got into this, like I did, to help other people. That was really the goal. And so this is to kind of do that. And if other people message me, then that's just a bonus, right? So that was great. Yesterday was really great. I think, like I said, it really established in my mind, I think I was thinking already, that, you know, we need a fresh start. And so today's about planning that fresh start, coming up with individual development plans for all of the players, and coming up with a plan for the whole team, right? A long-term plan that has steps in it. Because this is something I think that a lot of people miss. A lot of kind of younger, less experienced players miss, is knowing or thinking about multiple steps that you have to take, right? Otherwise, you're just kind of just moving forwards without really thinking about it. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. We're off to the gym now, so I'll catch you at the gym. So, unsurprisingly, gym is completely dead at this time of day. Everyone's probably in meetings, so I'm gonna get on with my workout and then we'll head back home. Yes, perfect job. It's fucking hot in here as well. Like really hot. They've only got 30 minutes. Supposedly they come in to clean. Hope they're not on time. But we'll see. They'll probably come around and ask me to go. Oh, now the foot exercises. Almost there. One more set. Oh, so workout done. Caught the cleaners, so really pushed the time there. Just about managed to get it done in 45 minutes, which is quick. My workouts are usually about an hour, so we did slightly rush that one, but all for the gains, right? Better than nothing. So now we're gonna head home, get on with our planning, start some video editing. All right, let's go. And we made it home. So, time to get on with some work, think about what we're gonna do, make a plan. And then this evening, meeting with Boo Boo, the head coach, we're gonna talk about, like I said, the kind of plan for the team. So things I've got to do is kind of get ready for that and probably do a bit of writing as well, and maybe start editing this video together. And then we can kind of put the rest of the stuff on the end as it comes. So, time to get to work. Just finished writing. It's 1 o'clock now, so just about to grab some lunch. It's been very productive. I've written a lot actually today, really good, mostly focusing on a couple of areas. Underlying game philosophy, which I've written a really short section on because it's really simple, but it really underpins kind of all the decisions you're making in game generally. So that's one part done, and then started working on the how to learn, how to study Valorant, and the kind of different resources that are out there to do that, different things that you can focus on, and how to like really break that down. So productive. Now I'm going to take a bit of a break and then come back this afternoon and start thinking about planning, and then maybe give myself a bit of a time off because I've been pretty flat out all yesterday with all of that talking, almost 5 hours, 6 hours of talking yesterday. So that's pretty flat out. So I'm going to give myself a bit of a break this afternoon and then come back and kind of finalise my planning with Boo Boo this evening. So I'll give you an update in a little bit. So it's a good job that we have reminders in our phone, just a quick one, that I actually then went into a one-on-one session with one of the players that I work with, Rizon. And I'm just going to show a few of the highlights from that, and then we'll round up with the end.
One way. They want two way. We can rehit it we can rehit A if you want. Throwing flash mid, Rippo. Nothing out.
So what's the plan in this pistol?
That's kind of where I'm lost at the moment because I think we want to lean towards A. The IGL I think called a lean towards A. We want to end A. So at the moment we're just spread out gaining information. I'm sitting here like waiting for a call or waiting for a move to play on because I'm not trying to just take the lead.
If you do this flash and if you do your flash and you do this smoke, what are the opponents going to do?
Maybe shift over towards mid. Or
Okay.
be careful.
Yeah, probably. That's the first thing they'll do. What's the second thing they'll do?
Re-clear it with some type of information, maybe.
They will check it, right? They might just face check it because this isn't smoked and the door's almost certainly open. They can just look. Oh, look, there's no one mid. So instantly they know it's a fake, right?
Yeah. No, I see your point there, actually.
What did we get for using this util?
They were definitely not out in the courtyard, but that's about it.
So this is a really key concept. If you do something like this, right, then okay, you're right. You probably pull them towards mid. Maybe the guy that was here, he's gone back here, right, and he's just checking this smoke. Okay, so you pull one guy, he's just checking this for info. So it's going to take them a little bit of time to do that, right? They're probably going to wait, just be confident that there's no one there, and then they're going to take a risk, and they're going to look, and then they're going to see there's no one there. So realistically, you have most of these things between 5 and 10 seconds for them to realize what's going on. But this is a key thing when it comes to thinking about the game, is why do we do anything in the game? The word that I'm looking for, Resik, is to create some sort of advantage for yourself, right?
Okay.
And this comes down to 3 things, in my mind, right? It comes down to positioning. So we gain control of a position. This could be just a space on the map, or it can be a site, right? That's one thing. Position. Defense generally start with the advantage in terms of position, right?
Yeah.
Second thing, information, right? And third thing, utility. And I guess, like you say, lives, people's health is probably also a resource, right? We have all of those resources to use to get us to win the round. Everything you do is a trade of resources of some kind, right? If you go into a space and you fight it, the enemies will... Well, let's say it's really bad for you. Let's say that your duelist dies going into that space. But you may well have gained a huge amount of information out of that, right? And you may well have given the enemies bad information because it was a fake. Like you just sunk your duelist, right? You said, or sacked your duelist. You just said, duelist, go there. You're going to die. But you're going to pull a lot of rotates. So whatever you're doing is some kind of trade of resources, right? This here, think about what you're going to get from these resources, right? If you knew there was someone mid, what would it have made you do? What value would it have given you? If that flash had told you there was someone mid, what difference would it have made?
None at all, unless I wanted.
Absolutely fuck all, right? So the point being is, no matter what you'd done with this flash, it was absolutely useless, right? So there's no thought process going in behind this.
No.
And the reason that I spent 10 minutes talking about this one point, right, is because it's so fundamental. Because whatever decisions you're making must be based on the premise that you're trying to create some kind of advantage, right? Either you're going into a space, so you're getting positional control. You're using it to get util out of the enemies, or you're using it to get information. So, just finished up my session with Rezek. Quick one-on-one private session. Really good one. Really happy with that. So, gonna have a quick meeting with Boo Boo just to finalise our planning for the team. I think we've got a good idea of what we're going to go through. I'm going to go through some of the stuff from my kind of mentorship program. We really want to go back and kind of really lay those foundations for the team and make sure we come in as strong as possible into the next season. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to head off. Just a final one from me. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you could drop a like and subscribe at the bottom, that will help so much. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this kind of advice. Please just drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me the kind of things that you'd like to see more of, see less of, and I'm going to try and work on bringing the kind of content that you guys want to see and really bring you that value to help you grow as a coach or as a player. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next one.